Welcome, in front of me is a Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 Pro, and today I'll show you how to go through the setup process of the phone. So when you boot it up for the first time, you will see this screen right over here, and what you want to do is simply tap on an arrow to get to the next page, where you will get to choose your language. So for me, it looks like it defaulted to my region, so Polish, but it's not the language that I want to use, so I'm going to scroll down, find English, and let's go further. Choose your region. Again, it's correct, so I'm just going to stick with this one though. Then choose your keyboard. We have two different options, Gboard or TalkBack Braille keyboard. Obviously I'm going to go with the normal Gboard, but if you want the other one, simply tap on it to select it like so. Obviously here we have terms and conditions. No phone comes without those, so you have to check the box right below here that you have read and agreed to them. If you want to actually read them, you can tap on them, and voila, you have all the terms and conditions right here. Nice easy night read right here. So if you want to read them, if you don't, just make sure you select it, and then you can proceed further. Without selecting it, you won't be able to go any further. Then on the next page, the device automatically starts looking for the SIM card, and if it finds none, well, it gives you a message that it didn't find any SIM card. And honestly, this step is completely useless. You can skip this and completely forget that it even exists, because the moment you insert your SIM card, the device will work just fine. Now, next page, we have network connection. So here we can connect to some kind of Wi-Fi if we have one. If we don't, again, we can skip this if we don't want to. But by skipping Wi-Fi, or basically skipping any kind of network connection, which could also be done by the SIM card, we will lose the ability to log into our Google account. Now, that can be later on changed. Once the setup is complete, you can go into the settings, connect to some kind of network, and from there, again to the settings, go into accounts and add a Google account if you want to. But if you skip it right here, it just won't be neatly provided throughout the setup. So I'm going to skip it anyway. And this will take me to Google services. So services like use location, scanning, and sending user and diagnostic data. Again, we can tap on the thing right here, expand it, and read exactly what it does. And if we don't like it, disable it. From there, once you scroll down, you can tap on accept to go to the next page. And the next page is just some kind of a way of protecting our device, that be through a fingerprint or screen lock. So if you want to go with a fingerprint option, you will also be required to set up a screen lock. Keep that in mind. But if you want to just add a screen lock, you don't need fingerprint. Now I will set up a pattern right here. That's what I'm going to choose. And also gives us a pop-up window blocked by timer that any kind of protection is a password, and passwords need to be remembered, like no doubt. We're not from 19th century. We know what a password actually is. And from there, we have a couple additional settings. So we have location, sending diagnostic data automatically, automatic system updates, personalized ads, and user experience programs. Now, honestly, most of them don't really jump out that hard at you. The only one that I can, point at is, for instance, location, which I already disabled in the Google services. So I don't want that. And then another one, which is a complete nightmare, is the personalized ads. I despise this option. And just to point that out, I just disabled everything, and you just seen me just check it off and nothing happened. But look at this. Are you sure you want to disable personalized ads, where we track what you're searching for and then give you ads based on your search? Yeah, I don't want that. That is intrusive and obnoxious. So highly recommend disabling that. It's an absolute it's absolute just trash here. So yeah. And from there we can go to the next page, where we get to select our home screen, however you want to call it. So I wouldn't really call that launcher, but as you can see, the difference here is once it's basically an Apple clone, what I would call, with all the apps in the middle of the home screen and just pages and pages of them, while the other one is typical Android with an app drawer and just several apps on the home screen. So choose whichever one you like more. I'm gonna go to the app drawer. That is something that suits me more. And from there, let's go to the next page and complete the setup. Now I believe it will start loading apps for a little bit, so just give it a moment. Okay, there we go. So that is how you could go through the setup of this phone, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.